All right, welcome. Today, we're jumping into a place called Shimoga. And honestly, it's a destination that really does feel like it has the best of both worlds. You've got this wild, untamed nature right alongside some incredibly deep history. So let's get into it. So let me just start with a question for you. Think about it. Where could you possibly go to see one of the tallest waterfalls in an entire country, get up close with some actual gentle giants, and then, in the same trip, step back in time to wander through the ruins of a powerful old dynasty? Well, that place is Shimoga, or as it's also known, Shivamogga. Its nickname is the Gateway to the Western Ghats, and that's for a good reason. The Western Ghats are this huge, lush mountain range that's just bursting with life. So Shimoga isn't just another city. It's your doorway into this whole other world of adventure and discovery. Okay, so let's start with the thing that probably pulls people here first, the absolutely epic scale of its natural beauty. We're talking jaw-dropping stuff here. And look, the undisputed crown jewel of this whole landscape has to be Jog Falls. It is just a staggering display of nature's raw power, especially if you catch it during the monsoon season. It's something else. And to give you some perspective, this isn't just any tall waterfall. We're looking at one of the highest waterfalls in all of India. The scale is just breathtaking. And the sound, the roar of the water, is every bit as impressive as the view. You know what's really cool about Jog Falls is that it's not just one big sheet of water. It's actually four separate cascades, and they've all got their own names and personalities. You've got Raja, which is sort of the big, majestic one. Then there's Rani, who's more graceful. Roarer is, well, exactly what it sounds like. And Rocket shoots down in these powerful jets. Now, if you're into hiking, Shimoga offers two completely different but equally amazing journeys. On one side, you have Kundadadri Hill. It's a really serene Jain pilgrimage spot, and your reward at the top is this incredible view of valleys just filled with mist. But then you have Kodajadri Hill, which is up for being a UNESCO site. That one's a much more rugged trek through some really dense forests, but the summit views are just wow. And hey, if you're looking for something a bit more mellow, a little more tranquil, there's the Gajanor Dam. It's built on the Tunga River, and it's just this perfect, scenic place to escape for a bit of quiet. The greenery all around is a great reminder of how much life these waters support. Right, because the nature in Shimoga isn't just about pretty landscapes that stand still. No, this place is alive, and you can have some seriously unforgettable encounters with its wildlife. Just picture this. You start your morning at this camp right by the river, and right there in the water in front of you are these majestic elephants just bathing and playing around. That's the real experience at Sakrebailu Elephant Camp. And you don't just get to watch them, you can actually learn about them from their mahouts, the keepers who've dedicated their whole lives to caring for them. And the wildlife experiences definitely don't stop with elephants. For birdwatchers, there's Mandagade, which is this island sanctuary that turns into this noisy, bustling hub for thousands of migratory birds. Or you could head over to the Tyavarekoppa Safari Park to see lions and tigers. And for a really deep dive into the ecosystem, the Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary is home to just an incredible diversity of life. Okay, so let's shift gears a little. Because woven into this incredible natural world is this rich, fascinating tapestry of history. We're going to be talking about the Kaladi Nayaka dynasty. Their legacy isn't something you just read about in books. No, it's literally carved into the stone of the temples and palaces you can still see today, telling stories from a completely different era. And you can really walk through this history yourself. A great place to start is the Shivappa Nayaka Palace, which is now a museum that holds all these artifacts from the dynasty. Then you have the Keladi Temple, which has this really unique tiered roof, and the Ikari Temple, which has this massive Nandi statue. Both of them are just stunning examples of the incredible stonework the Nayakas were known for. So when you take a step back and look at the whole picture, what do you see? You see this land of incredible contrasts, where these two worlds, nature and history, don't just coexist, they truly converge. You know, there's a quote from our source material that just hits the nail on the head. It calls Shimoga a city where waterfalls, forests, and heritage blend seamlessly. It's not about one thing or the other. It's the powerful way they all come together that makes this place so special. So really, Shimoga isn't just a spot on a map you go visit. It's a complete experience. It doesn't matter if you're following a trail that leads to the top of a mountain or one that leads to an ancient temple. Every single path is promising a brand new discovery.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In a place where ancient trees are standing right next to centuries-old temples, if nature itself could hold memories, what kind of epic stories do you think a place like Shimoga tells?